So, welcome to Classic Car Cave. So, got quite a bit of a problem with this XJ6. As you can see, there's not fuel leaking out of there. This is water, and you can see it here as well. Obviously, what's happened is we're starting to get some steam, smoke out the back. We've also had a number 4 piston was hydraulic, water hydraulic. So obviously what's happened is the inlet manifold, which is obviously water cooled, has got a leak in it, and it must be opposite number 4 because it's pissing in there. The water was down by sort of 8-9 litres, which is half the capacity, and when we topped it up it just started pissing in. No wonder it was down so low. And unfortunately the maintenance on this thing has been really piss poor. So it's 17 years of no maintenance, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this airbox off, take the carburetors off, take the manifold off. I'll put the endoscope inside and show you what we find, and either get a new one or a good second-hand one. Hopefully I can get a new one and not too pricey. So we'll show you as we take each part off, and hopefully it'll help you if you've got an XJ6 or a 4.2 or 3.4 XK engine. Alright, we're back when we've got something done. So, we've taken off that main water pipe there. There's a copper pipe along the back there. So we can get to the top bolts on the flange of the inlet. We'll have to take the carburetors off to get to underneath it because they're an absolute twat to get to. And then we'll see where we are, but the carburetors will have to come off anyway in the linkage. As you can see, the water's still dripping merrily out of there. So when we crank it over, we'll put a blanket or a big towel over the cylinder head. This time. And you can't see it's dried out now. But anyway, you can see where the water came. And it was heavy. It was like somebody stuck a hose on. Anyway. And we'll let you know once we get it off and see what we've got. Okay, so you can see the carburetors are off. We're just going to take this thermostat housing and cover on the front because there's a big long bolt going through the back, and hopefully with a bit of prizing we should be able to get this inlet manifold out. Just taking the hoses off the radiator, that's where the thermostat will be. But we've got this bolt here and the one at the bottom out, but there's one in behind it and it's near impossible. So it obviously has to be put on before the manifold's put in. You know, you can't put the manifold on and then get that, it's just not possible. So we'll take that big top radiator hose off, get these overflows. Why it's got 2 overflows on it, I don't know. As you can see, there is 2. And then we'll take that top hose off, and then we'll try and yank on the manifold. See you in a minute. Second. Okay, so we've had a check of the manifold, and we thought we could see the leak on it. It appears we've just taped off these ends, and obviously what we're going to do now is I'll make a plate for it so we can put air through it and see if it's leaking through there. But it doesn't appear to. The amount of water that's going in, it doesn't appear to be going through, but it could be because the hydrostatic head of water is not enough to push. So we'll try it with air first till we get a good seal, and then put water through it and see if it. To me, it looks like it would only be weeping. And I'll show you what we've done there. This is where it was leaking out through the carburetors. We turned it over. You can see there's the water jackets there, and they're obviously quite corroded. But it's normal for a Jaguar. These are normally absolutely gunned to shit on any XK engine. They really are terrible. This is why they need to be maintained minimum once a year. Change the water or change the antifreeze because they gum up. I've seen them where they're solid in here, especially these ones where they're solid. So obviously the engine is full of water, or the bore. Now you might get a bit of a shock when he turns this over. He's gonna turn it over in a sec, right? Now watch, it'll blow that thing off probably. Ready?
Yeah.
No. Okay. The first time it blew up on the fucking ceiling again. I actually blew this thing off, but unfortunately we didn't have the camera on, as usual. But you can see all the water over it. So I'll take this off now and show you. Okay. See the water picking out. So Yeah, and this is now soaked. So if it isn't our manifold, there's only one explanation, and that head's cracked. There's no other way water can get in there. So yeah, let's just hope it is the manifold, which is the cheap option, because this is not. I have a head, but it's off a 3.4, and the hemisphere will be different on it, so I'd have to find a second-hand head, certainly not a new one. The car isn't worth it. Talk about it never rains and it pours. We have this problem with the trailer and getting the tractor back here, and then the next thing this goes down. So anyway, I'll take this off. That's the power off, isn't it? Yeah. So that's the only thing. Either there's some corrosion in that head in here, and they are famous. Christ, they're like razor blades in there. But they are famous. These ones in particular, as I say, the slotted ones, always go on the cylinder heads on the XK engine. They're always full of crap. So what we'll do, I think what we'll do now is put some WD-40 down there just to stop the corrosion.
Yeah.
And we'll dry it off, and
definitely.
Hopefully it'll dry out. Or should we let it dry and put some down tonight when it's...
Leave it, we'll just mop it off now.
Yeah.
So that the thicker the water's off, and then put...
So, yeah, I'm afraid this is Sunday night. We basically screwed. There's the new sender I put in. We put in. Yeah, I'm hoping that if we can bung this up, we can put some pressure through this manifold. But for the amount of water it is, what's concerning us both, what's concerning me, obviously, because I'm the one who has to pay for it, is the amount of water that's getting in. That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
You know, that's not just from a head gasket. It can't be. That's a possibility, isn't it?
There were no head gasket.
No, yeah. But the fact that the volume of water that's getting in tells me that and the way it was pissing out the manifold. Bottom line is that had to come off anyway, regardless, because now the next thing is, if this is okay, this an inlet manifold, it's a head job, and that means, well, it's a big job. Anyway, so that's it for today. It's Sunday. We're gonna knock off, and I'm probably gonna get pissed. I'll get some vodka down my neck. Bollocks that. I can't take any more fucking disappointment. Jeez. So if you don't see a video next week, you'll know I'm hanging from the garage rafter somewhere. So from Martin and me.
No, you won't.